Okay, did that work? Can you hear me? I'm hoping so. It's looking better. Hello? Thank goodness for that. I thought I'll go back to YouTube streaming software today rather than fiddling around with Discord again for a little while. And yeah, this happens. So it's just generally whatever I use, I screw it up. Let's just face it at this point. How are you guys? How are you doing? Good to see you, Zukov, Goblin, Crafty. How are you all doing? Not only were you here today, Zukov, you were the first one here too, by the looks. Yeah, I'm okay, Crafty. Still suffering with the heat, but I think that's all of us. They keep lying to me. They keep saying there's cooler days coming, and it does not feel like there's cooler days coming. Hey, Danny, how are you doing? And of course, here in Wales, we have quite a few wildfires going on at the moment. So we're, yeah. I don't know if you guys, because a load of people in the UK, full stop, got a load of wildfire warnings apparently, and half of them were in Welsh. So I don't know if any of you guys got those. It was quite nice how they sent out the Welsh version first, giving everybody who could speak Welsh a 5 minute warning to get out of there before any of the English speaking people could get out. It's crazy. So yeah, any news, guys? Have you got any done anything really cool this week? Yeah, no such luck for fire in Scotland. Yeah, I don't think we're feeling particularly lucky at the moment, Goblin. They're pretty bad actually. Yeah, quite not worrying, but for the people who are near these fires, it must be quite worrying to be honest. Weirdly, we do not have a hose pipe ban, but barbecue sales are banned. All right, okay. I thought the whole of Wales and had the hosepipe ban. I mean, I could have been hosing myself down with a hose pipe, and I wouldn't have got nabbed for it. Zukov, good to be back. I know it's Rangers of Shattered, not mentioned once in the last stream. Well, see, you weren't there, Zukov, so you couldn't keep me on my toes. When I watched it afterwards with a slippage of standards like that, I'm clearly needed here. Well, exactly, Zukov. Who else is going to remind me? Yeah, Crafty, I watched your video you put up. When was that? You put up the other day. It was yesterday, wasn't it? And you mentioned it, which, yeah, it looks good from what I've seen of it. It's smelly, and you see the smoke coming down the mountain. Wow. Yeah. So, apart from that, I haven't really done much this week, apart from trying to avoid the fires and try not to get crispy. Um, so yeah, I'm trying to think what have I done this week. I haven't done much. I've been hiding from the sun. Um, yeah, I feel like Gollum at this point, hiding in my cave. Moving out into the sunlight just hurts my skin now. I'm becoming, photosensitive or something. Can't wait for the cool weather to come. Uh, right, yeah, yeah. These wildfires are everywhere, and it's Yeah, well, there were like four young lads who've been caught down this way, and they were set in some of the big blazes by the sound. So, yeah, I was close to erupting when we met in Swansea, Goblin. I was feeling that hot and uncomfortable. There was a point where I thought I might spontaneously combust, but I tried not to do that in front of visitors. But my goodness, I don't get it. I don't get this weather. I'm not this type of person. I don't like moaning about the weather. but oh my god, I'm gonna moan about the weather. That's why we went for a drink. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. To douse the flames. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't really done much painting. I did finish off a few miniatures. So a few weeks ago, I was working on her, and I have finished her. So that's something. And I think she's looking okay, looking pretty good. Um, Glad to get her off my table because she's been on my table for like months, waiting for a bit of paint to be put on her. You saw me last week finishing up these guys, the formateurs. So finished them up. Done some varnish. I set my camera up a bit further away today, so I hope that's okay. But it saves me clonking it every now and again with my paintbrush, etc. It keeps me so that I can actually stay in frame, so you can kind of at least see what I'm painting, even if it's not that close to it. But I think that's whoa. hmm I think that's better than shit. Just spilled my water. I think that's better than me going out of frame all the time and you not seeing anything. Good start. This. So I'm working on sort of this person. Gonna be quite an easy one because it's mainly armor. And wait, this one. I think I started Alice last time, so I got a little bit of paint on them. But like I said, I haven't been painting very much, so it is a little bit of paint and not a huge amount. If you can see the table wobbling like that, if you can see the water shaking around, that's because my cat's on the table and is deciding to go absolutely crazy. Karate chop with the water, yeah, that's my training method. Mr. Miyagi taught me. And then for all of you that have been following, I'm painting my wife's squig. And that's kind of how far I've got so far with Squiggy. Kind of early days, but it's kind of looking squiggish. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more menacing than my wife maybe would want it looking, but you know, a squig is a squig, as cute and funny as they are, they are kind of menacing looking. Hello, Yamook. How you doing? Oh, thank you, Yamook's daughters. Very kind of you. Yes, Daddy. Wow. Should really ban you from the channel, Daddy. You're a bad influence on us. uh, so, what have you guys been working on? So, I know Crafty has been working on his diorama. It's nice to have you here, Yamook and family. I don't know how I feel about talking to a family of people. It's a bit. I have to put my sensor on. Yeah, well, you know, Crafty. I know you're on the same wavelength. uh, Editing an orc video. Nice. So yeah, anyone who's not me, Goblin or Crafty, we do have a collaboration coming up at some point soon. So that'll be, well, maybe not soon. At some point, we will be having a collaboration again. So that'd be nice to do. It's fun when we us guys get to do a bit of a collab. They don't understand too much. Language barrier or the fact that I'm Welsh, you mook. um, don't worry, Crafty doesn't understand half of what I say. He still comes out, yeah, to see me. uh, yeah, Crafty stroking Goblin's ego here in the comments. Yeah, so okay, I suppose I should do some painting. I have got something to show for later, a bit of the show and tell, etc. Um, I've even got other old miniatures if you want me to go through them in the last like half hour or hour of the video. See how you guys are feeling about that. But let's get some paint on some miniatures, I suppose. I was going to say that's why you guys come here, but that's probably not why you guys come here. You guys come here just to talk to each other behind my back, and while I'm not looking, say despicable things about myself. What we're using today? Oh, we're using creamy vanilla ice cream lid. That's my nickname in high school. I shouldn't have said that. Wow. Okay. It's the heat is getting to me. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you did come here just to bully me, Goblin. Ah, there we go, Danny. I'm glad you. I'm glad you enjoyed that segment of our live stream. Now, painting something for yourself and painting something for your wife is something completely different. Because if I mess it up for myself, I got no problems. If I mess it up for my wife, I'm going to beat myself up about it. So I might go a little bit quiet when I'm painting a little bit of details on this mini. I'm not going to say what I said last time because you like taking the mick out of me saying it's my wife's. So, how are you guys surviving the heat? Are you enjoying it? You hating it? You ready for autumn yet? I know I am. Gonna miss the girls going back to school. Oh, well, oh jeez, that water is not in a good place. I'm gonna miss my youngest going back to school, but it's the only thing I'm gonna miss about summer. Sounding very British now, really complaining about the weather. You're gonna see all the dirty underside of this squig now, where I haven't really cleaned it up much. So, so yeah, you can see the dark red I started with because I'm flipping the miniature upside down. So you can see the ugly side. I do not paint ugly sides of miniatures. If you don't see it, I generally don't paint it. What about you guys? Do you do that? Do you leave what you don't see? Or do you paint every single minuscule millimeter of a miniature? You probably hear me breathing now. Mouth breathing. My tongue's hanging out and everything. We're affectionately calling this guy Shortcake after our puppy because there's certain aspects of this thing that looks like our puppy. So yeah. Mm. No heat there. Oh, you Mook. You're a lucky man. Respectful of wife and you Mook's kids. uh, my wife has played some of our games. She's more of a board gamer, but she loves this little known game, Rangers of Shadow Deep. Actually, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but yeah, she loves that game. She also likes, oh god, what's it called? Dead Zone. She enjoys Dead Zone. Not that I've played that in years, actually. Me and her will have to play that again. But she's mainly a board gamer, so she likes Zombicide and stuff like that. You base everything, wash everything, and then only detail what I can see. Yeah, yeah, that's the way I kind of do it. I try to paint so at least something's on the mini from any angle, not to the same quality, of course, just something people won't see much. Okay. Also, the word is convinced her to play any games. No, yeah, no. Yeah, see, Zukov, as soon as you turn up in the conversation, we mentioned Rangers of Shadow Deep. Yeah, no, we used to play a couple of games a week, so usually we'd play a few board games in a week and then maybe one miniatures game. But I don't know, the last few months, I think maybe because of the heat, we just have not felt like it. My wife shares my disdain for the heat. So that's probably why we haven't been playing many games during the summer. My daughter even doesn't mind some games. She enjoys, again, mainly board games. Although a couple of weeks ago, I did teach her a few new card games. So we were playing Gin, and she absolutely loves playing Gin, which is really random. You'd think, a 15-year-old girl or a 14-year-old girl would not find much interest in card games, but yeah, she was enjoying actually learning how to play Gin. It's not a difficult card game to learn. Not apart from memorizing what cards other people pick up, etc. It's not a difficult game. Of course, memorizing stuff for me makes it a difficult game because my memory of the last few years has gone atrocious. I have trouble holding on to any information. But yeah, my eldest doesn't really play any board games or miniature games anymore. It was a small window when she used to, but no. She's been eyeing up that new Pal World card game that's meant to be coming out or has come out. So never know. Maybe she'll persuade me and get me interested in a card sort of I don't know, what do they call them? Those trading, not trading card, like Pokemon type cards. I think they are, but they're Pal World version. So maybe we'll get to play a few games with her. Alice is coming along nicely. Oh, thank you, Zukov. Cat, what are you doing? My cat is. What are you doing? Do you want to come on camera? Do you want to come here for a minute? Come here, so people can see you, and then they won't think I'm just talking to myself. All right. The kitchen is an absolute mess, so I'm going to tilt the camera quickly just so you can see the. There's the cat. There you go. That's the recycling bag. So it's not we've got a load of junk in our sitting room. In our kitchen. That's just the recycling bag. There you go. That was our cat Tess. Sorry, where was I? Alice coming along nicely. What will you do for the toadstool on the base? Classic red with white. Yeah, I think keep it sort of cartoonish. I think it suits her best. Yeah, I like Uno. Uno's a nice, easy game. I can get everybody to play Uno. Love Letter's never played. Yeah, the cat loves to examine the miniatures, but I think the cat is more looking to see if she's already put some hairs on it or not. Because if not, she has to remember to do that later. I do not have any miniatures without hairs attached to them from the cats. Still haven't actually played that game that I bought. Was it 2 weeks ago now? The racing one, Formula D. Gonna have to crack it out and have a little go on it because it looks like it might be quite an easy, fun one. I think the last game I played was. Turn around, have a look at the boards for games. Oh yeah, it's Flashpoint. Of course it was. We went outside in the sun. Actually, it was the day of the eclipse, and we played Flashpoint. So that was quite fun. Quite enjoyed playing that game. Nice, easy one. Takes very little brain power. Know the game back to front now, so it's one of those ones where I don't even have to think about it too much. Your wife likes Monopoly. Wow, Danny. And you're still with her? We have a little joke where I bought her some gold dice in a fancy box. So she sits down and pulls out her custom dice. My wife loved Monopoly when we first got together and we played it. Oh, I don't know. Weekly for like the first couple of years of marriage. And after that, I'm like, nope, we've been married long enough now. I don't have to impress you. I'm not playing Monopoly anymore. We've gone past the point where I have to impress you now. I'm not playing this game anymore. Blah, blah, blah. It's really hard to get motivated in this heat to paint anything. How long have you been married then, Danny? Have you hit the point yet where you can say, nah, actually? I think Monopoly is very much if you say, oh, to a complete stranger, if you say I like board games, they immediately think you like Monopoly, and Monopoly or Cluedo or something like that are often the only games they've ever played. Maybe Risk. You might be lucky and they've played Risk before, but yeah. I would not use Monopoly as a example of a good game. It's close, Zukov, but I try and fight the urge to get out the wet palette, as long as I can. Maybe if those wildfires make their way down this way, I'll get the wet palette out just in case I need to use it to put out any fires. Oi, stop that. Cat's trying to pull the USB camera out of the computer. So if I disappear and you know why. She went off one way, now she's come back the other way, and she's back to where she was to begin with. Really? Got a pile of clean clothes that I brought in off the line. And of course, now the cat has discovered them and has perched herself on top of the huge pile. Looking down upon her, a human. But it's a big old pile. It wobbles every time she's washing herself. So got a feeling that's going to go flying. Where am I? Only 5 years. Wow, Danny. Wow. You're still in your infancy. Also, if you do like the Risk, the War of the Rings is very, very good. All right. It's a full evening game, but very fun. Nice. I know Crafty likes his Risk and those type of games. Goblin, I can't stand Monopoly. I get emotionally attached to my streets. I get upset when I have to sell them. Oh, poor Goblin. Get emotionally attached to your street. See, you start giving them names, and is there like a Scottish edition of Monopoly? Probably. I actually I don't need to ask that question. Of course there is. There's an edition of every edition. There's somewhere. There's Game of Thrones editions, if I remember right. So yeah, of course there'd be a Scotland one. 10 years a couple, 1 year engaged, and then 5 years married. So I would say 16. Well, next week, next Friday, me and my wife would be married. Let me think. I think it's 22 years we've been married. We were. I think we were engaged within 6 months of knowing each other. Married within a year of knowing each other. So, yeah. Apart from she likes Spice Girls and Monopoly, best decision I ever made was marrying her. So there you go. There's my soppiness out of the way. Getopoly. Getopoly. What the hell is Getopoly? They're all ghettos and stuff, is it? You run drug dens and brothels. Wow. Okay, that's a different version, and you got attached to your streets, Colin. Was it the ones with the drug dens and the brothels on? When you know Zukov, you know. My wife is like 10 years younger than me. So when we first met up, I was 28, so you can kind of work out how young she was. And I was like, "No, no, I can't date you. Sorry, you're too young." But she worked on me. She persuaded me. Uh, I think if I remember right, she moved in with me within a month. So it was very quick, but it was very much we knew it was pointless just wasting time. But yeah, if you met my wife, so Crafty and Goblin have both met my wife. She's a very quiet woman, very quiet. So no one would believe that, but she asked me out on a date first, which was yeah. I don't have a masculine ego, so I didn't worry about that. I didn't have a problem with her asking me out because if it was left up to me, I probably would have hivered and divered because you know me, I'm socially very awkward, so that would have been the thing. So luckily, she had the gumption to ask me out on a date. Where are we? The company that made it, they got sued. Oh wow, that's not good. Uh, yeah, they do, Danny. They do. I do enough talking for the both. Charming, charming. What are you saying? What are you saying, Goblin? I just finished saying a sentence where I said I'm socially awkward, and there you are saying that I've got a motor mouth, basically. Damn. You think you know people, and then they go and say stuff about you. Wow. Wow. Well, I'll just shut up and paint my miniature now, is it? Enjoy the silence, you gits. Damn. Don't know what it is lately. I've been painting a lot of people ginger. I don't know. Don't know what the hell that is. I think I just like this brownish color, and it suits like a gingerish hair tone. So it's yeah. I love the way Goblin's trying to dig his way out of that hole. Not in a negative way, just in a bubbly, happy Welsh way. Fine. Wow. Yeah, that is an epic pose. That is. Yeah. I like doing my drummers ginger and Napoleonics. Don't know why. I like them to stand out. Yeah. It's one of those weird things which people do, and yeah, it's interesting. Uh, Oh, wife just got back from her first D&D game. What did she think? Come on, let's spill the beans. What did you think of the game? Is it her first role-playing game, or is it just her first D&D session? Um, the Warlord Games Russian Drummer is a great mini too. I haven't seen it, so yeah, but right. First role playing game ever. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Well, maybe next week tell us what she thought of it. You know, unless you want to translate word for word now. You know, that might be a bit awkward. 3.5 D&D, the king of editions and the edition of kings and queens. I've said this before. I never played D&D. I played many a role playing game. I own probably a couple of hundred role playing games, but I've never actually played D&D. I do have whatever the latest edition is, 5th edition. I did have, was it Advanced D&D? Whatever edition that was. Gave all those books to someone actually, but yeah, never actually played it. The thing I can think though, as a person who plays a lot of sort of dead or semi-dead role-playing games, the nice thing about playing D&D is there's always material you can get for it, as opposed to if you play a game which is either one man and his dog publish it, or it's been dead for years. Obviously, you don't get a lot of new stuff released for it. So, there you go. Any of you? Are many of you guys role players? Your last game was in the 80s. Wow, you mook. I know Crafty was on about being a games master for a group online at some point. So maybe you can persuade him to give you get you on his game. Fifth is a new player friendly though. Yeah, fifth. I got fifth a few books just because I was playing Baldur's Gate, the new one, and I wanted to see what the books were like for the edition that was based on. But action's a nightmare for picking a favorite edition. There are only 3, and there are bits from each of them that you like. Yeah, I think they had it right in the first edition with no templates. Shame they moved away from that. Okay, I haven't played bolt action, so I don't really know the rules for it. Very Pathfinder curious. Yeah, I was Starfinder curious. I was very curious about that. And I like the way they come in those sort of, you can get those mini books, they're smaller sized books. Really like those compressed books. Goblin never played D&D. Have you played role-playing games though, Goblin? Loved Kingmaker so much. Yeah, that's what. But yeah, that put you on to Pathfinder. Yeah, the same with me with Baldur's Gate. Put me on to D&D. Used to play Cyberpunk 2020. Oh wow, okay. Goblins and aliens don't have any buddies to get a game on the go. Ah well, we'll have to have a word about that, Goblin. D&D is a gateway game. Yeah. It's the it's the cards like introduce you to board games introduce you to miniatures games, and miniatures games introduce you to role-playing games, or whatever way around. Yeah. Yeah, well, I didn't want to speak out of turn crafty, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. Maybe we'll have to try to work something out. 19 double O's. Right, yeah, yeah. Funnily enough, the old Baldur's Gate was 3.5, and new Baldur's Gate is 5th edition. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've never done role playing game. Oh, see. Although, like miniatures games now is kind of my passion and my good place. Role playing games was always where my heart was. I loved role playing games. Interested in role playing games, but never had the chance. Finding the right people to do role playing with is very important. The wrong people can just ruin the experience, especially for a beginner, because you obviously your first game, you think that's how all games are going to be, and if you have got the wrong people to do it with, it can leave you with a bad taste. It's the same way with any game, if you were playing miniatures, board games, or whatever. To be honest, it might just be the setting though. Loved Kingmaker, love a bit of forging a path out into the wilderness and building a little barony from nothing. Yeah, yeah. I did quite a few adventures because I'm usually games master, of Rollmaster, and one of their books was like castles and ruins, and it showed you like breakdowns of like small kingdoms, baronies, little shires, what have you, and how much money you can earn from like different taxes of the people, etc. So often my adventures would end up with someone gaining some land from some adventure that they've gone on, and then adventures sort of sprouting from the fact that they have to now look after this land, which is not maybe as settled as you'd hope. The whole good versus evil is just done to death. Not every role playing game needs to be about fighting purity. No, I very rarely do role playing games where someone is specifically evil and you're the good guy trying to do a grand adventure. I kind of like doing adventures which are very open, so players can decide where to push the adventure and how they're going to live their lives, etc. I kind of like that. My first was Dark Heresy, first edition. Okay, great game. I'm not sure about them. Dark Heresy was fun. I really liked Trader. Yeah, I got the Rogue Trader book somewhere. It was so much math. 20 2300 AD was the last role playing game I played. But my good friend and RGM died 2 years ago. Ah, sorry to hear that. So not after that. He would love 5 Parsec from home. All right, okay. I very rarely do role playing games with miniatures. It's not the way I role play. I have a copy of Morgborg and Dead in Space, desperate to play them. Need the solo expansion though. Again, haven't really thinged them. Love the character creation of first edition Dark Heresy. Always play a tech priest. Nice. Some fun can come of an evil campaign where the party are being hunted by heroes. Yeah, yeah, I have done that. Really, I don't do many where the players are playing bad guys because, yeah, I find that difficult. Yeah. So yeah, most of you have had some sort of experience with role playing games. Yeah. Um, Maybe because I don't know that many people. I'm lucky. I haven't had anyone really that I'm that close with pass away, apart from my grandparents, obviously, and you know. apart from family. There you go. That's what I should say. I haven't had any friends that passed away that are close to me. Yeah, I don't generally bother with alignments too much because I find trying to say, "Oh, your person is a so and so, so and so." A person's going to play their character how they want to play their character. So making hard and fast categories, I think, is thing. Everybody knows when a person starts going over from sort of the unscrupulous into a more of a miscreant character. I think you kind of realize that, and yeah, I don't think you really need it to be a categorized thing for the person. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I haven't lost any of my friends. Not that I've got many friends, or that could be why I haven't lost many. But yeah, I haven't lost any close friends, which I'm quite grateful for. Uh, Obviously, lost family members, but not. Yeah, you don't tell them as a DM. You just note the changes and the actions that change the opinion of them from the world. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's fair enough. It bugs me when you think, okay, now your character is and you've sort of given away, some story point that you could be using to like, wait, we're the bad guys, spring it on them. It's like a sketch from, oh God, who was it? The German sketch. I can't remember who did it now. Never mind. Someone will probably remember in chat now. I'll read the That's the one, Danny. Yeah, that's the one. Are we the baddies? Mitchell and Webb, that was it. Yeah. That was funny. I never saw it when it was when it was on TV, but it popped up on the internet one day and I was like watching it and that just cracked me up. That's true, Zukov. No one knows who. No one can say you're evil if no one knows your evil deeds. That's very true. Uh, Good, neutral, evil. Yeah, yeah. I think people. I'd rather people be just, yeah, this person's evil, but maybe he had his reasons for doing that thing that we're thinking he's evil for. It's like try and be a little bit more nuanced, not just I am bad. That's. I don't think the world quite works that way. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, but we have skulls on our uniform. Yeah, exactly. That was yeah, it cracked me up when I saw it. Do you think maybe we're the bad guys? The way he sort of like approaches it with caution type thing. Uh, well, Zuko. uh, yeah. Until they find the bodies, no one knows if you're evil or not. uh, I must admit, I was thinking before I came on today to do the live stream. I'm really enjoying these live streams, so thank you guys. There wouldn't be anything without you guys, so obviously, I'm very grateful that you come along and give me things to chat about and have conversations. Yeah, this is I think my 13th live stream, so it's becoming a regular occurrence now. And I do look forward to them. I look forward to speaking to you guys, finding out what you've been up to, and talking too much apparently. kind of my my position here, as it is my channel. I have to talk, so I'm the only audible voice that you can hear. So that's my defense. Let's see what's happening. Well, okay, I missed a bunch of chat while I was painting that bit. Let me scroll back up. Oh, whoops. Yeah, my character. Yeah, the characters in my games often end up destabilizing the free market by selling off all their treasures, etc. Or a thing I like to do is when they turn up and I got this magic sword, it's worth like X amount of gold. It's like, yeah, but no one's got that much gold here, so you have to go to a larger town to try and find someone who's actually got the money to buy your magic sword. That pisses off players when they've been dreaming of what they were going to do with all their money. Wow. Setting fire to orphanages. Well, that's pretty dark. Yes. Okay. Throw magic users off the buildings. That's fun. If they were that good, they could fly. Yeah. Exactly, Goblin. Yes. What am I in for? I got caught. Ah, well, Danny, I have to put up with you, riffraff. uh, well, you were busy playing your computer game, Zukov. We won't hold it against you, but I will point out that Zukov missed my stream to play a computer game. How dare he? You got the day wrong, Goblin. Oh wow. Okay. It's been a hard couple of weeks, has it, Goblin? Yeah, like I said, Zukov, I've been there. I've I've lost entire days to games. So yeah, we believe you, Zukov. Just couldn't be bothered, could you? But no, I'm very grateful. I enjoy. When I first started doing these live streams, some of you were there. I think most of you were there actually. But I was unsure about doing them, to be honest, because I didn't know if I had enough subscribers and viewers to keep the conversation going. And some of the earlier ones was a little bit more awkward because it was me just nattering away. But you guys have really made it easier for me now, because you can you chat amongst yourselves and you bring up topics which I can chirp in on. So it's it's very enjoyable. Got the right crowd here as well. You're a fairly decent bunch. See, first of all, you don't turn up when you're playing your computer game. Now you're bringing it back to painting. How dare you, Zukov? So it is blue by Vallejo model color, Azul Intenso. There you go. Intense blue, I'm assuming that would be. Yeah. I don't think I got enough subscribers yet to have some sort of meet up because I would like to, but I honestly don't think. I think obviously people are very busy and have got things to do. So you need a lot of people, I think, to be able to pull something like that off. I think if maybe if you, myself, and Crafty pooled all of our subscribers together, it might be maybe a big enough crowd, but probably still a little bit under what you'd need to be able to be sure that people would be able to turn up enough that to make it worthwhile to do some sort of meetup. Because I have thought, in the past that renting a hall or something and doing something in the future would be fun. But the thing is how many people could get to, you know, a a certain area or place wherever, even if it was like halfway between me and the Midlands or something, or the Midlands maybe even, it would still be how many people can get there, how many people won't be busy that week, all these sort of things that you have to really think about. So, you know. Let me see what I missed. I think there was a bunch of talk there, and I missed it while I was blabbering. Bring up topics like wanting to find some sort of game about Rangers and maybe in some form of non-sunny area. Very good, Danny. Coming to my house. Okay, right. Yeah, I've volunteered my my small terraced home. Yeah, we all head over to your sauna. There we are. A load of sweaty men in the sauna playing painted miniatures. That's okay, Yamuk. You never have to apologize, Yamuk. You come in when you want to. Accept the Discord for people to go there when they want to talk about stuff when they want to. Not for, we could all bring tents and invite ourselves to set them up in your garden. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Oh, in Yamuk's garden now. Okay. Yeah, that's true. We'd have to work out a week when the Yamuk isn't, doing his espionage. Yeah, yeah. That's kind of a thing. In the future, maybe I would like to do Danny, but yeah, it took me a long time to get onto live streaming and to get onto Discord. It's going to take me a while before I can get myself to organize something like that. Yeah, but yeah, like because I noticed Peach or Peachy, whatever he calls himself, he did his own little games con the other day, and it looked like it was fun that you could invite people that he's been talking to, etc. Yamuk Sauna for a game of Uno. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say about playing Uno in a sauna with men. uh, if you don't mind being in the middle of the fields, sounds ideal, Yamuk. terraced home, I thought it would be one of those picturesque slate cottages halfway up a mountain. You see, well, yeah, well, it's not quite like that everywhere. Mine's more like, hang on, what's it called? Last of the Summer Wine. We're like one of those old mining cottages, you know, terraced houses basically just all slammed together. Also, you do not need to rent anything out. Just contact a gaming store that has a lot of room. There are so many around the county, and just books themselves in. Usually about £3 per player. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I could arrange something with either the Gamers Emporium or Firestorm Games. It's just yeah, everybody'd have to somehow get to Wales. We don't have roofs in Wales. Explain, Danny. These wildfires carry on. We won't have roofs. Oh, wow. But no, my mind runs away with what could be. You know, with the channel and with the community. There you are. That's better than saying with the channel, because the channels is the community. But yeah, the things that could happen with the community and the yeah, I would like to do something one day, even if maybe even if it was just a meetup in some gaming convention or something, which kindly Crafty had offered for me to go to one of the gaming conventions, but in the past. But the idea of the crowds and what have you was terrifying. But one day, I think that would be probably the way to get the ball rolling. Is like a UK Games Expo meetup, on a certain day at a certain time, in a certain place. It'd be something. I think that's where the next step would be. I hope you are not feeling. I'm sure we have only just gotten the technology of bars and fountains. Okay, Danny. If it helps Welsh, I'm not too pushy. I do not need an excuse to run a role-playing game online. Yeah, I assumed it was online, Crafty. Yeah, no, you're not being pushy. Yeah, Discord me at some point, Crafty, and we'll have to think about what we can do and how we can do it. Yeah, I would like to do more community stuff. Stuff which we can sort of do together. That would be fun. But then there's the thing of like, I know that certain of us wouldn't be able to get involved with a lot of stuff, for whatever reasons, geographical or, I don't know, maybe you're just not that type of person who feels comfortable mixing, and I don't want to make anybody in the community feel like they're being left out because, they can't do whatever. So I don't know. Yeah, so it's one of those things, isn't it? I'm a sensitive soul. I don't like to make people feel left out of stuff. So it's yeah. Welsh, us Welsh people, we got the poet's soul, so we're in tune with, people, and we don't like we don't like hurting people's feelings. Da, 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 da. Cheap flights to a European city. The only problem with that, Yukov, Yukov. I've combined you. You got children. You're a married couple now, Zukov and Yamuk. Yukov. The only problem with that, Yamuk, is I don't own. I don't have a passport. My wife would have troubles getting a passport because she has no photo ID or anything. Every time we like to vote, she has to get a special, like, weird printout thing to prove that she is who she is because she has no photo ID. So yeah, that's the only problem with meeting up, in some cool little city somewhere. uh, yeah, I'm not sure about the druids in Anglesey were particularly good with their manners. Mhm, yeah, they weren't the most civilized of people. Yeah, well, perhaps we'll rejoin the European Union, and then passports will become a thing of the past. Microsoft Teams for Christmas drinks and chat. Yeah, yeah. Again, it would have to be that we'd have to make sure that there's enough of us who want to do stuff like that. But yeah, if there's enough of us who want to do stuff like that, we could always do stuff like that. Sauna meetup seems most sensible thing. Yeah, that's the way you want to meet uh, some the random person that you've been speaking to online, isn't it? Hi, I'm Welsh. Who are you? Oh, I'm Zukov. Oops, my towel just slipped. Yeah, meeting a person for the first time in a sauna does seem a little bit. Yeah, it sounds like the start of a very dodgy movie. Uh, yeah, but again, right. All right, Danny, you're bringing up points now that I have thought about. So a chat room, like in Discord, there was a reason why I didn't do that. Is because it's a very hard thing for me to police if I had anybody misbehaving. I couldn't be there all the time to make sure that people didn't abuse it or weren't very kind with one another. Like this group, I think it'd be fine, but I don't know about people who pop in, etc. Hello, hello. Oh, wow. My internet connection. uh, decided to go off on one. uh, uh, yeah, don't worry. It was me. It wasn't the cat. No, it wasn't the cat this time. It was me. Where the hell was I? Da, 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 da. All right, I have to scroll my way all the way back up now to try and find where I was. You could put a chat room. I remember that. Goblins bringing whiskey. Hard work for moderator. Yeah, that was the thing. Mods. Yeah. Mm. When you get bigger, you get moderators. However, for now, could do like just events. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Uh, da, 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 da. I'm glad you're there. Oh, my internet is terrible. I'm surprised this is the first time since I've been doing these that I've been cut off. Marco Polo. Uh, uh, I don't know. What was I saying, Danny? The stress of me being booted off completely threw my concentration there. Yeah, no, I was thinking, yeah, we could do Discord chat like nights maybe, and I could just set up the channels and then cut them, so that they can't be used when I'm not about type thing. But that could be a thing. Trouble is with like Discord chat channels is obviously when you're in person, you can see when someone's going to speak, etc. So you don't talk over them. But I think with a bunch of people in the same chat room chatting away, you're going to run into that thing of people talking over each other. And I'm not being rude. It's just that it is awkward to, like, even when me, Crafty, and Goblin did our live stream, we kind of looked at each other every now and again to see who was going to say something next because we didn't want to talk over one another. Uh, yeah, so it's the police inside of it, I was saying, Danny. Yeah. So yeah, so if you remember in the dark ages of COVID lockdown, when everybody used to have their Zoom meetings, etc., you'd have like a bunch of people talking, and they're all trying to talk at the same time, and then the microphones hate each other, and you get this sort of like very weird sort of bumping and grinding of people trying to talk over one another, and then pausing to let the other one talk, and then it's a very awkward way of communicating, and that's my only thing about Discord chat. That's why I was saying to Crafty a while ago, he put up a video of himself and two of his friends playing a role playing game, and they showed amazing discipline for not speaking over one another because usually if you have a conversation you often end up bumping into each other and speaking over one another, and I think there's very much that with Discord as well, and any sort of internet based talking thing that it's a tricky thing to have a proper conversation. Does that make sense to everyone, or does that make absolutely no sense? So yeah. I'm looking every 5 seconds now at my modem to make sure that it's working. See if the blue light has gone out or not. Gotta be paranoid about that now. But yeah, so if Crafty Crafty has shown an interest in being a DM for us, who would actually be interested in doing a role playing online session, just so we got idea for you know how many people will be interested, etc. Goblin, it does make sense, but with the size of Discord, I'm sure we'd all be respectful enough. I don't know. You guys don't seem very respectful. You keep saying bad things about me. You're down for an online experience. Goblin, don't say things like that out loud. That could be taken the wrong way. As long as it's a newbie friendly, I think it would definitely be newbie friendly. Yes, however, it depends on the amount of people who are there, and also if the topic is interesting one. We did it on the past with friends, and basically had a moderator type who just stopped shouting all loud, chatting. All right, okay. I'll be happy to join. I could also DM if Crafty was not available. Well, that's optional, Zukov. It's up to everybody's individual consciousness. Rolling dice in the bathtub, maybe, maybe a whole new adventure. Sausages in the sword. There you go. Yamuk could be in this sauna with sausage, and you guys could be in the bath. I will be quite happy sitting here at the table. I'm a strange one like that. I enjoy being fully clothed when I'm talking to other men. All women, all women. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'll add to that. Yeah, I've only just noticed it's 8:30 already. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I was quickly digging there, Goblin, and I think I managed to get out of the other side. See, this is what happens when we got a chat which is all men. We do evolve into some sort of cavemen sitting around a fire. Oh wow. One day we'll have a woman prime minister, and she will be great. Mm. I won't break the news to you, Goblin. Thatcher was a prime minister, yes, a powerful prime minister. That's all I can really say. it's mostly just you guys that turn up and use the Discord. I haven't noticed. There's no one else much there. There's only about 6 members, and there's 6 people in here. So that tells me that you guys are the ones who use Discord and are also the ones who are here. So you aren't familiar with Finnish sauna culture? Mixed saunas are okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Mhm. So I know nothing about sauna culture, Yamuk. Is, is there? How do I put this? So, is it like going to a swimming pool or something? Are there public saunas? Like are they in like leisure centers or something, or are they just like people's homes? That what have you? Yeah, it's okay. My dad was involved in the miners. Yeah, Goblin. Yeah, yeah. Well, you were originally from Wales, so yeah, Thatcher's not the name to bring up in Wales. The one who's outlasted by the last. Yeah, forget that one. Homes public. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Because I'm not very well versed on the idea of saunas and what have you. So the only thing I was thinking, I could liken it to is like public swimming baths, swimming pools. Um, but yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah. Maybe we, maybe we shouldn't talk about politics too much because you know it can inflame people. I do like a sauna. There you go. There's a Scottish guy who's in with the sauna with you, Yamook. Right. Before I run out of time, I'm gonna do my little bit of show and tell while you guys talk away. Cleans the skin and helps the muscles. Yeah, I'm not sure if. Yeah, I'm not sure. The hot and cold dips. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying that, Danny. Myself. That's one thing I wouldn't mind trying. I bet that's something. A lot of like the one of my things that I enjoy watching is like World's Strongest Man, what have you, and a lot of them use like the hot and cold baths like in order to recover. So yeah, that's something I wouldn't mind trying to do. Yeah, it's because you never know what someone Zukov is feeling, and they may be like, they may get hurt by something we say. And I don't want anybody feeling bad and like they may keep quiet and you'd be thinking, hey, everything's fine, and it's not. But yeah, I think we're generally on the same sort of page. After a hard work week, you can go in, throw some loyally. Heat is between 70 and 90 degrees C, then swim or shower. Okay, 70 to 90 degrees C. I'd come out looking like a lobster. Wow, that is hot. Oh, yellow light. What? Have you? No, I'm still. You had me wondering then if I'd lost connection. Right, so my show and tell. Back on track. Anybody got any idea what this is? I'll give you a minute to get back to me with your guesses. Have I stopped again? Really? Nope. Hey, gas mask. Well done, Zukov. So, yeah, this is a World War II gas mask. So, this is a civilian gas mask. Maybe sort of a more of a middle class person's gas mask, because it's not the sort of the run of the mill thing. It's a little bit fancier. Not much, but it's a little bit fancier. It's a coffee. Yes, you have painted way too many. So this would be maybe if the government was running a bit short of the basic ones, this would be a issue one. But generally speaking, this would have been like bought by a middle class private individual who wanted their own gas mask, etc. But yeah, it is definitely a gas mask from World War II, and I must say it absolutely stinks. Oh, the rubber smell is terrible. So yeah, it's got the harness to go around the head, little plastic visor. I am not going to put it on because I hate to think how dusty and I'll be coughing the entire stream. Yeah, no way am I putting this on. Not a chance. By the smell of it holding it, the rubber and all. But yeah. So yeah, it's a. There is some writing on here. A Romac. I have to put my light back on so I can see that. So it's a Romac Lot 510R, 15th of the 12th, 39. So they are 9 feet 9. Oh wow, you move. That is a reference. Whoa. But yeah, really cool little piece. Filter on it. I think that's a new filter that someone's put on it, but yeah, that's You guys now are making me think maybe I should show you what it's like on, but I dread the thought of what it's gonna be like. That is gonna be so Plus I got a huge noggin, so I don't know if it'd even fit me. I got a disproportionately large head for the size body I have. So yeah, another cool little thing from my brother's collection. You can see as well, it's kind of a bit nasty looking. Take one for the team. Again, you're full of very interesting phrases today, Goblin. Right. Right, I'm gonna blind the camera for a minute because I'm gonna flip the cover on, rotate the camera around so you'll be able to see me. Okay, but I'm not going to show you my kitchen because it's a bit of a mess at the moment. But this is peer pressure. I hope you know that. If I pass out now because I'm wearing this freaking gas mask in this heat, I'm blaming you guys. There you go. I've managed to detach the top strap, but there you go. One of you assholes are going to clip that somewhere, aren't you? Right. I'm turning that back down now. Now that's all you're going to have me doing is coughing up dust. Wow. That was a thing. I'm going to mute the mic for a minute. Okay, I'm probably still alive. Coughing up dust balls now. Right, fair play, he did it. Yeah, there you go, Zukov. It only just fit my big giant noggin, but it did fit. Yeah. Why have I got a feeling you're going to do that, Goblin? What do you mean, oh God, Danny? Yeah, I did play with a radioactive watch. That is true. Yeah. Well, funny you should say that, Zukov. My brother just bought a vase made from uranium. But I'm assuming it's like a byproduct of maybe the depleted uranium is that you end up with like a glass of some sort. Like you can use like lead glass, etc. So he just bought a jug which is made with depleted uranium. So that's fun. That's something I'm not that happy about handling. Oh, the glow in the dark glass. Yeah, it doesn't glow in the dark, but if you shine ultraviolet light on it, it glows with a nice whoop, you know. You like the sound effect I added there? Whoop. Don't know why I added that sound effect, but apparently, yeah. Yeah, my brother's got some weird stuff. So, brief man, yeah. I am absolutely cooking after putting that thing on. God, I can't imagine how it would have been in a bloody shelter wearing one of those things. You would soon be just, I'm going out in the bloody night air. I don't give a damn. you'd be begging to get outside. So there you go. That was my show and tell was a World War II gas mask, which I was peer pressured into wearing. So you know. Oh wow. All right, I'm gonna go get a glass of water. Wow. Probably the fungal spores in that thing. Wow. I'm gonna end up looking like that squig. My only decent show and tell would be my original metal screaming bell. A few very old books too, maybe. Well, role-playing books and war games books. I got really old ones. I put up a picture actually on Discord. I don't know if any of you guys saw it. It was like the really old Warhammer fantasy battles. Not that it was called fantasy battles at that point, but it was the 3 books, the combat, the magic, and like a bestiary, if I remember right. The new masks are worse. We did training in the middle of summer wearing gas masks and charcoal over in summer running up and down sand dunes. Wow. Was this for fun, Danny? Who makes you wear a mask and dress up in charcoal suits, if I may ask? In Cardiff Castle, there is a old World War II safety tunnel, and it's bloody dark, I would imagine. But can you imagine, like, imagine having old people piled in there? Ooh, God, it would soon warm up. This is a safe place now, King Shaman. I didn't know you were ex-army, Danny. Well, thank you, Danny. Thank you very much. I thought you were but a wee snapper of a person, Danny. I didn't realize you were old enough to be ex-army. Oh, that water was so thick with dust. It's more like a soup going down. Wow. Okay. Just get these out of the way. Right, so I'll crack out some more miniatures to show you, some oldie miniatures. I don't know how interested you're going to be in some of them because most of them aren't GW, and you know, GW is the thing that sells. But got some oldies here. Let me have a look. Not those ones. Not those ones. Saw those last time, I think. Again, wrapped up in my my bag of toilet paper. They did the gas, and anyone who did not get them on in 30 seconds were classed as casualties, and we had to run them up the dunes. Oh, wow. Yeah, that does not sound like fun. Can't imagine doing much of anything with that gas mask on. All right, this guy. Let me move my light. Ooh. This guy's a very old mini. There's no name or anything printed on him, so I don't even know who made these guys, but I know they were one of the first miniatures that my brother bought, so they are pretty ancient. Like I said, there's no writing on the bottom or anything. They were just metal cast miniatures. A dwarf, of course. But by modern miniature standard, these are 25 mils. He's actually not bad size, considering he's a dwarf. Oh, what did I just do? I just touched something. There you go. And then some drunk miniature from some. I think he was from like a tavern set that I had or something. We did a lot of that. You mess up, your squad mates paid the price. Yeah, that's a way to make you popular. So yeah, some of these are very old. They're sort of early 80s, I would say. Some of them not so much. There are some which, wow. Okay, an early paint job. I think he is a GW one, isn't he? GW Jester, maybe? But yeah, bit of paint on him. I'll have to strip the paint off him to do anything. And what else we got? I do have a miniature of. He's not meant to be Kurgan, but he looks like Kurgan. But I don't know where that one is. I'll have to find him. He'd be around. Then we got a lady warrior of some sort. Do we have any writing on the bottom of this one? We do. Let's see. I have to move my magnifying glass to have a look. Wow, that writing is pretty deformed. Yeah, I'm not sure what that writing said, but yeah. Dual wielding lady. I did find them. I got this old catalogue thing that I was looking through online. So I did find who half of these miniatures are. That might have been a TSR one. Might have been. These are Grenadier, if I remember right. Yeah, Grenadier, 1991. There you go. So they're a little bit older. But they would do it quite well with modern miniatures. Size even looks quite, that's not bad at all. I'd work with a 28mm miniature. Oh, Kangod with his halberd. Another one similar. I stripped them down at one point, but I was using the Dettol method, so hasn't got rid of all the paint. Did use your trick with the biostrip stuff, Crafty. That worked really well, actually. What's this then? This is a Grenadier also. Skeleton horse. Probably have the skeleton somewhere. Very cool. If it is a Reaper, it must have been Reaper bought the sculpt of someone, because I don't think Reaper was around when I would have bought it. So it might be that it's one of those things that have been handed over. Oh, another horse. That's not exactly that interesting. As you can see, crumpled a bit. Just straighten out the stand. See if we can find some interesting ones that aren't horses. I'm sure some people are interested in horse miniatures, but don't really float my boat. Wow, okay, a broken miniature. Right, she was a Ralpatha one, if I remember right. Bikini-clad barbarian, of course, but she's seen better days. Almost 40. That's So I was right. You are a bit of a whippersnapper, but you're not quite as whippersnapper as I thought you were, Danny. All right, let me see if I can read what says it. TSR 1988, maybe? Little halfling adventurer. A grappling hook. I always thought that thing was a crossbow, but looking at it through my magnifying glass now, I can see that it's actually a grappling hook. And there's another one from that bar scene that I was thinking about, the drunk dude. He's another one that was from that kit. Yeah. Yeah. There's always that thing though, how many people cross over from the miniatures game in to Game of Thrones, etc. The Game of Thrones was the big one, so yeah, I could see how that happened, but I don't know, would it have thinged over from Knights of the Seven Kingdoms? Not sure. Well, there's a barman from the what's called Kit 2. I don't know what HP 88. So a little barman clearing out a glass. Not the easiest things to show shiny silver miniatures on camera, but okay. Grenadier 1988. Like a guardsman or some sort. It's got a huge executioner style sword. That's a massive sword. Very uncomfortable stance too. Unless he's struggling to pick up the sword, maybe that's why his back's so bent. That could be it. Well, we got a little spear with a banner on it, or a pennant. I did not need to be Game of Thrones. Also, it may be me, but I do go, oh, that would be a cool mini game. Right, yeah. Yeah, that's just you, dummy. No, I know what you mean. Oh, I see. Is this a digger age again? All right, so again, he needs stripping down a lot, but I think it's another grenadier. It's Jay Guthrie. I think that might be TSR actually. Dog yapping away in the background. And another Jester. Not 100% sure who that one is. I can't make out any of the writing on the bottom, but yeah, a little Jester. Seem to have a bunch of Jesters. I think Danny's gonna have to write a game we can all proof play. Yep, that sounds good to me. Yeah, I'm well supplying with Jesters. Yeah. Like, is it? Or whatever it goes. Another barman. See, this one I always, when I did do role playing games or with miniatures, this one was always Rub Grum for me. Kind of. It's what I pictured in my head Rub Grum would have looked like. So whenever I see this miniature, I think of Rub Grum. That's cool, Danny. Uh, Jesters and Barmer. Well, yeah, I got the miniatures for them, so that would be useful. This guy's sword is seen better days. So he's a Ralparther, 1988, maybe. I think he went actually with another miniature. I think there was a male and a female one. God knows if I still got them both, but I've got this guy. He's kind of a cool dude. Kind of like him, and again, looks like he'd be right the same size. Not bad. A bit small maybe, considering he's meant to be a heroic dude, but he's not bad. And I'll try and get through this bag before we call it a day. This seems to be my townsfolk bag that I've seemed to have come up. So it's another one of those halberdiers. There was a pack. I think must have been 3 miniatures in a pack. Yeah, grenadier again, and then dude with a lantern, 1988. Grenadier again, I think. Yep. So oh God, it's funny to see how far the detail has come from back in the day, because like this face, you can hardly tell what that face is meant to be. Yeah, well, Zukov, it's what can we say? I'm not going to discriminate against you just because you're barely out of short pants. This is the barman's wife, if I remember right. So there you go. Yeah, I definitely got a bar scene ready to go. Well, yeah, I like metal miniatures, but the old metal miniatures, the details were problematic. There you go. Another drunk from my tavern. Believe me, not every miniature I own is actually, a tavern or a tavern patron or what have you. There's one of the soldiers for the horse that we saw earlier. Yeah, Goblin, that was a random thing. I did think when I was showing you around, the Swansea town centre, having all these cowgirls and cowboys wandering around was very weird. And not a typical day out in Swansea. Night. I loved this miniature when I was younger. It's kind of goofy looking now, but it's a half orc. Got his horse somewhere. And I loved that he had like this giant machete, not machete, hatchet looking weapon. Really cool miniature. I'd have to find the horse to be able to tell you who made him, though. But really like that miniature. Right, this is a really old one. Again, can't work out what it says on the bottom. But a giant bat. This probably got more lead in it than a musket ball. But he's an oldie. Giant vampire bat. Daddy. Is it awful that my mind went cowgirls, as in beasts, cows wearing dresses? Ow. Yeah. No, human cowgirls, not girl cows. 1989. There you are, Grenadier. 1989. Knight. He's a nice one. I like him. Trying to look at what he's got on his head. Got like some sort of weird chicken griffin looking thing on his helmet. Hey, here he is. Right. My Kurgan, who is not actually Kurgan. Kurgan. The hulking shape rule is being pushed harder. Yeah. So there you go. A Kurgan who's not actually Kurgan, because obviously, yeah, you can't have a Kurgan who's actually Kurgan. So that is Grenadier again, 1987. But yeah, you'll have to pick him up in the proper Kurgan colours. Saw that. Oh God, what's it called? The prop store was selling off Kurgan's armor in an auction recently. I was like, wow. Now, if I had money, I would buy that armor just so that I could look at it, and because I wouldn't be able to fit in it because Clancy Brown is like 6 foot whatever, and I'm only a 5'6". But I can look at it and go like, if only I was actually man-sized. There was a Highlander game, Goblin. I think if I remember right, the miniatures were meant to be awful for it, really bad. So it was kind of never backed. The Queen Magic album, one of the greatest. I loved the soundtrack for Highlander. Absolutely loved it. So we got a Lone Chaos Warrior, 1988 GW. There you go. I think we saw him last time, actually. I must have checked him back in this bag. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was a miniature game, Highlander, but I think it kind of tanked because the miniatures were so bad. Who are you? Raoul Parfer, 1988. There you are, a Robin Hood kind of dude. Yeah, Mass Effect. That would be an IP that should, you would think, make a good game, but it's one of those things that a game is only as good as its rules, so maybe the rules aren't great. 1984. He's an oldie then. Ral Parfer. A knight with a mace. A knight with a mace. That sounds like. I'm not going there. I'm not saying nothing. I say nothing. I'm not sure I've shown you these ones. I might have shown you some of these. So this is another Mithril miniature. So the Lord of the Rings Mithril range. So this is probably a character, but I don't know who it would be. 1988. When they were brand new, they had this weird like powder like coating on them. I think it was some sort of primer it was, but it made them I don't know, it made them stand out from other miniatures. And I always felt like they were nice miniatures, the Mithril miniatures. Really enjoyed buying them. Yeah, well, yeah, cleric. Yeah, it could be a cleric. He's a dude in heavy armor with a mace. There you go. Yeah, we saw these ones. I showed you these ones last week. Another Mithril miniature. So I don't know why I showed you a couple of them and not others. Half orc. With blue tack still stuck on his base. Oh my god, that's rock hard. Can I even see who you are? Guessing a grenadier again. No, it was specific because they've always got it, Danny. It was it was some sort of coating that they put on the miniatures. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's not the release agent. They because they all have that sort of it's a weird coating on them. Ral Parker, yeah, he was a Ral Parker. I thought he was, and that was one of their selling points was that they weren't like this bare metal that you were getting. You were getting some, some sort of coating on them. You could probably look it up on the Mithril website because they're still going, and they'll probably say what it is. But okay, this one was, I think, a knight or another dude from the same sort of pack that I had that cleric with the mace. So. Is there a code for the tissue paper? Yeah, but it's a secret code, and I don't like to share it. Wow, that was straight. But I suppose it could have been. They could have been. Okay. Also, I can see the dust coming from the tissue paper. Maybe a good time to update your storage. That's fine. I breathed in a good pint of dust already from the gas blast, so my lungs are shot anyway now. we don't worry about little particles of dust. All right, so that was my I got other bags, but we'll leave it there for tonight so that I'm not just opening bags of miniatures for everybody to see. Yeah, how else would I store the miniatures, though? If I didn't have my grotty toilet paper wrapped around each miniature. Dustmaster. Yeah. That was my other nickname in school. Bless you. My wife's sneezing. She must have breathed in that dust. Oh wow, Goblin! Yeah, I just had a look at Discord. I just seen the tunnel. Yeah, that is kind of eerie. That would be that'd be terrifying to be in. They mentioned that they add a durable base coat for their miniatures. There you go. I didn't think it was release agent, but yeah, it was a selling point back in the day. It was like, oh, these things have already got a coating that thing. Like lots of companies do it now, put that sort of base coat on them, but back in the day, it was something special. Bubble wrap. What's the character in bubble wrap, Danny? Come on now, man. God, bubble wrap. Where's the character in bubble wrap? We want our soggy old pieces of toilet paper. uh, well, it's gone 9. I've gone over my time as always. So I'm gonna say, thanks for hanging out with me. I really enjoyed. You guys have you never fail to amaze me with your strange topics that you bring up. So yeah, bubble wrap for sci-fi and parch- toilet parchment for fancy. See, the goblin gets me. I pity you, Goblin, but you do get me. I pity the minds that get my logic. Yeah, that makes sense to me, Goblin. That does make sense. uh, yeah. So yeah. Again, I'm not planning on releasing anything until September, apart from the live streams, which yeah, will continue every week as long as I'm able to. I don't think. Hang on. Let me just double check the date next Saturday. Nope, that's fine. Yep. So yeah, I'll be on next Saturday, live streaming. My anniversary's on the Friday, so I will be able to attend our Saturday night stream. We'll have to discuss maybe over in Discord about having like a little chat room set up, so we can, maybe have, an hour or a week or something where we can all pop in, say hi, talk about stuff, etc. But I'm not quite sure how that would work, so we'd have to discuss it in Discord because not sure. The role playing, leave that with Crafty and myself. We will sort out something. We will get back to you as soon as we can. And yeah, I don't think there was anything else I wanted to say. No, I don't think. No, next week you guys, your kids won't be back in school yet, so I won't wish them the best. But yeah, thank you, Goblin. Thank you, Danny. I will try and enjoy our anniversary, and I will, because it'll be the day after our anniversary. I'll probably be very sort of bloated and very full after our. We're planning on having a very romantic KFC. we deny ourselves KFCs quite strictly, so it's like, oh, that's what I feel like for our anniversary. So I've kind of talked my wife into that's what I want. So we're gonna have a KFC anniversary Monopoly. Don't say that too loud. She might hear you. I feel they are okay. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I could do that, Danny. God, see, Danny with all the advice here. You really need to set up your own YouTube channel, Danny. You're in the know. You'd be beyond 1,000 viewers, subscribers pretty quick. You seem to know your shit. Not like me fumbling around. Yeah, Goblin. If you want those miniatures, you're not saying a word. uh, yeah. Haha, you know the marriage is going well when you treat yourself to something you were forbidden. That sounds very dodgy. On that note, I'm going to wish you a good night and hope you're all well. And we'll speak again next week. Remember to join the Discord if you haven't already. Goodbye.